right, so here we've implemented a couple of endpoints. We implemented the find all widgets. We implemented find widget by ID. How about implementing find widgets for topic? Right. So for this, we are passing the topic ID as an argument, right, as an attribute that we are parsing from the path, right, and passing it around to the find widgets for topic, right. As we mentioned before, topics are going to eventually, the primary keys are going to be integers. So might as well change this to integers already. Let's fix that to integer, right? And now if we go to widgets for topic, it was also expecting a string. So let's change that as well to be an integer. Oops, integer. Okay. Right now it's not doing anything, right? This was iterating over an array, which we don't have that array anymore. Instead, we want to use this new CRUD operator. Right now, if we take a look at the CRUD operation, right? If we in the widget repository, so here's my widget repository. There's no real way of finding anything or interacting anything other than the primary key. You can delete by ID. You can find all. You can find by primary key. But there's no implementation that allows you to interact with any other field other than the primary key. Topic ID is not a primary key, right? So what do we do here, right? We want to write our own query based on other fields that are not the primary key. How do we find something other than by primary key? We need to implement our own query, right? So our own custom query. So let's do that. So let's go into the repository. In the repository, we are inheriting all those boilerplate functions from the CRUD repository, but if we want to implement anything else, we need to implement our own, right? So we want to implement what? We want to implement this function, find widgets for topic. So we can declare it here. We can declare it here and say, I'm going to create a function that is going to retrieve for me all the widgets for that, and I call it that function, all right? And it takes as argument. It takes as argument the ID of the topic. Okay, so this is and it's of type integer and topic ID. Okay, so that is, notice that's an interface. So we don't actually implement this, right? Instead, we're going to configure and tell our CRUD repository what would be your select statement that you would use to retrieve these widgets, right? So a select statement might be something like select star, from the table widgets where the topic ID, topic underscore ID, right, is equal to this topic ID. Yes, something like that, right? Or maybe we can call it just TID. Some placeholder. Somehow we need to do a placeholder. So let's try to implement that. So the way we implement that is by using a query. Query allows us to create these custom queries, right? So we can say that the value of the query is the select statement. So I'm just going to copy it over. I'm just going to copy it. Okay. Also, this TID is going to be a placeholder. Right, so to make it a placeholder that I can dynamically set the value, we put a colon in front of it. So now it's a placeholder. It's a variable now, right? That I can set the value of that dynamically. Also, notice that it's complaining about the star. It looks like it can't parse it, and the reason is that the this select statement is a low-level SQL query that I could type at the console, right, at the MySQL console. It's a native query, right? It's a native, literal string that's going to use to interact with the database. So we need to turn on native query and say that it's true, right? It's true. This is a native query, meaning I'm telling JPA, do not interpret this string, right? Literally use this string, other than maybe I'll give you the TID. That's it. Right, but do not try to interpret it or change it or anything. Don't generate this dynamically. Okay, use this literally. And finally, we need to map that placeholder with this parameter that we're passing here. Okay, and the way we do that is that we're going to map this TID to this parameter over here. So we can do that by annotating this as by param, and then we say that placeholder TID, grab it from this parameter that's coming into the function. Everybody okay? Pretty good? All right. So to test this, we're going to have to go back to our database and add some topic IDs here, right? So maybe this will be topic ID 111, and this would be topic ID 222. Yes? And if we apply, let's update that. Maybe let's create a couple more, right? Let's create maybe one. This is widget A for topic 111. This is widget B for also topic 111. And let's create a couple more. Widget X, topic 222. And that's it. Let's apply. Okay, we have that. If we go back and we find the widgets, notice that we have lots of widgets now, right? We have all those widgets, all of them. But we want to filter by the topic ID. And we'll use that API that we just implemented. So let's try it out. Let's see. We have that widget repository. Now that we've defined it, is it complaining about something? It's showing me a squiggly line here. Topic ID, value. I don't see any error. Okay, we can now go to the service. Oh, here we go. The service is going to use this new function I just created. Notice that the IDE finds it because it's declared in there. And I'm going to provide the topic ID as an argument, topic ID. There we go. And that's what I'm going to return. I'm going to return this topic ID, find widget for topic ID. All right, and let's restart the server. We expose this through the controller to the URL topics/topic ID. Right, where is it? There it is. Topics, topic ID, widgets. Yes? Let's try it out. These are all the widgets, but if I only want the widgets for a particular topic, I can say only give me the ones for 111. And notice that I only get the widgets for 111. See that? Right? Or if I want 222, it retrieves only those two. Make sense? Everybody with me? All right, awesome.